I'm sorry to bust your bubbles, but God ain't tell you that. He didn't tell you that. I fear that a lot of us don't even be spending enough time with the Lord to even be knowing what he said, to even know what his thoughts sound like. Because let me tell you, your thoughts, they either come from you, the devil, or the Lord. And we ain't spending enough time with him to know what his thoughts are. But I do tell you this. I do tell you that we spend enough time with ourselves, and we be meditating on the things that we want for ourselves, therefore giving a foothold to the devil for him to speak his thoughts. So we for sure know what our thoughts sound like, and we think that our thoughts are God's thoughts. And so we say things like, God said that this, that, and the third. God ain't tell you that. How would you know? This is a challenge to everybody, you know? You'd be like, God said that I'm gonna make $1 million. God said that this was the avenue I should take to make $1 million. He said that. God said that I should be making, God said he wants me to make $100,000. Like, God wants that for me. No, you want that for you. You want to make $1 million. You want to be a millionaire. God said that was my husband. No, you want that to be your husband. God said that was my wife. No, you want that to be your wife. Do you see how tricky we can be? Again, thinking that our thoughts are actually his, when it says in his word that our thoughts are not his thoughts and our ways are not his ways. So what do you expect us to do now? How are we supposed to know the difference? Well, first and foremost, don't just read his word, but actually study it, and study it out of the delight that you have for him. So there's an intimacy and there's quality time that must be present here. And we don't go to the word and we don't spend time with them just so we can get the things that we want. We don't go to God to seek his presence, presence. We go to God to seek his presence, presence. Because if you were in enough time of his presence, you would know what he's telling you. Listen, I ain't saying that you can't be a millionaire. I'm not even saying that you shouldn't want to be a millionaire. We all want things, but what are we pursuing? Because God told us to. You're pursuing that thing out of your own will. That's not coming from God's will. That's coming from your own. Do you see how your will is stronger than the Lord's? How you would probably die if the Lord said, surrender your will to mine. What? Surrender what I want? Surrender what I think? No. Y'all remember in the Bible where the rich man went up to Jesus and said, Lord, what does it take to do your work? What must I do to follow you? And Jesus said, you must give up your things, your riches, your possessions, give them all away and come follow me. And the rich man walked away sad because he realized all that he had to surrender: his will, his thoughts, his work, his wealth, his reputation, his image. He was not willing to give it up. So I'm here to remind you and to burst some bubbles that God didn't tell you to do that. You told you to do that. Okay?